What's up, guys? So Konami have released a new BigTime Messi and a new BigTime Griezmann. And while I did spin for the BigTime Griezmann, mostly for the manager pack though, I haven't spun rather, for the new Messi. And even though he's probably arguably better than the World Cup BigTime Messi that I already have, yeah, this one's arguably better. I'll show you in a second. I just don't think it's worth the upgrade. But if you don't have those guys, I think this is a great pack to go for. So this is the Griezmann build I went for. He's okay. I mean, look how many games I've played with him. I've played, what's that, 8 games, and I've got 6 goals and 3 assists. Like, a decent return, but it just doesn't really impress me. It might be the build, I don't know. My build is mainly for centre forward / SS. If you want, you can make him an AMF, and considering he's a whole player, that would work very well. So the other builds I would go for look like this. This would be my AMF build. You can see there's quite a bit more passing. If we take off the boosts, you can see I'm trying to get the low pass to 85, finishing to 85, and acceleration to 85. Unfortunately, you can't get the dexterity, the offensive awareness and the balance to 85 with this build. Speed is only 83, but I don't think it's a major issue. Getting to the 85, I don't think speed is that important. But yeah, this is the build I go for. Now, alternatively, you could go for a little bit less on dribbling. Get the lofted pass up to 85 as well, but I don't think lofted pass is too important, and then you're getting his dribbling stat lower, which will determine how fast he is with the ball at his feet. And as he's a whole player, you want them to kind of... There'll be loads of space created for him. He wants to run into that space, whether off the ball or on the ball. When he's on the ball, you want that dribbling high. Now, we've got one extra point. You can go into defense or attack. I chose to go into aerial strength, and it's because, and I don't know if many are going to agree with me on this, I think Griezmann might be a good candidate to put aerial superiority on, because he's got decent jumping off the start. He's not tall or anything, but I think if you have aerial superiority, the height doesn't matter too much. And if you look at my tactic, and if you've seen me play live on stream, like, this Hullet is the most important player in my team, and the headache is I can never really sub him off because there's no one similar to him. Now, I got my hands on Bellingham, and I trained this Bellingham as an SS, so he is looking like the candidate to replace my Hullet when he's tired. I'll need to get some more skills on him. Also, I will be doing a training guide on that Bellingham soon. But this Griezmann, like, I think he's definitely a little bit more nimble than Bellingham. Not as physically strong. But if you look at the jumping stats, Griezmann's got better jumping now. He is a good bit shorter. That's at 11 centimeters, I think, 10 centimeters. So he's a good bit shorter, but I think with the aerial superiority, it won't make him too bad. And even without aerial superiority, I noticed he won a couple of headers for me. So other skills to put on after that. It's really good to see that he does have true passing. I think the skills you can put on him are one-touch pass, long-range shooting, long-range curler, maybe soul control, and then maybe flip-flap just to round off that level 3 double touch. Although, if you do that, you might not be have room to put the aerial superiority on, because you're also going to want to put a gamesmanship, a cut behind and turn, a scissors feint, one of these, just to make him that little bit better, because he is pretty one-footed. So you want him to be able to turn quickly onto his left foot before you hit a shot. But yeah, overall, I'm not too impressed with this Griezmann. Maybe it's because I didn't make him an AMF, and I'm not playing him AMF. I'm playing him further up forward, up front. But he is very versatile in his position, so I think he's a good candidate also for super sub. So if you were to put super sub on him, which I probably will do, I'll probably put super sub on aerial, which is I mean, super sub, you might understand. Aerial might confuse a few people, but specifically for my tactic, I think it suits. So I think if I put aerial and super sub on him, I've got 3 skill slots left, and I think the most important slots left that he needs would be long range shooting, long range curler, and soul control for the knock-on finesse. Going on to Messi. Now, this Messi is very interesting. Gianni, he's back on YouTube. Good to hear. If you don't know who Gianni is, check him out. He has got his hands on the new Messi. I'm not spinning for him, just for a couple of reasons. One, this Messi it's basically the same as this Messi, just different stats, and let me show you the comparison. So this is one of the builds I have. So there's loads of builds you can do with this Messi. Gianni was showing me a few, and Gianni also uploaded a video, so if you want another second opinion, check out his video. So this is the Messi build I looked at first. If we compare the stats though, you can see that while this Messi has better speed and acceleration, the passing on the new Messi build I give is a lot stronger. Now, this new Messi also has a lot less dribbling, okay? Like, it's a really big difference. But the thing is, if we look at my 2015 Messi, my 2015 Messi has similar ball control and tight possession, and they're the two most important. Dribbling's more just your pace on the ball. So you can see that my we'll compare it again. My Messi, like my 2015 one anyway, like it's similar dribbling, and I don't really feel like my 2015 Messi is much worse at dribbling than the World Cup one. Like there is definitely differences, but I don't think it's a major. So I think this Messi, if you use this build, would be fine. Now there's a few other builds you can do. And this build here, it's not complete, but it might not look as good, but if you're playing off the form, so the arrows, if you get plus arrows, look, you're going to get the arrows up to 90 on the both passing stats, 90 on finishing, play, kick, and curl. You're still getting the 90 on the acceleration, kick, and power. The stamina won't be there, but the balance will go back to 85, or sorry, 95. So this build is recommended for form, if you're playing off the form, and then you've still got a few points left, so you can put them into finishing. You put it into dexterity. You can put that last few points anywhere. I wouldn't recommend aerial strength, because I don't think the difference between 74 and 79 is going to be majorly noticeable on this Messi. But yeah, with this build here, I can't like tell you specifically what to put on for the last stats. Depends on where you're playing them. I would probably just go for finishing, just to have security in the shots with him. But if you want to go more well-rounded, you can even go back down to 88 finishing and try to get his speed up, but it's not going to be much points. If you wanted to get it up to 85 speed, you'd have to take off another point at dribbling and get it like that. And I don't think 85 speed, or 88 speed with the boost, is too big of a benefit for this Messi. Now the kick and power does go high, and that will help with the lower shooting, and we can go back into the shooting a little bit. So yeah, there's a lot of different builds you can do with this Messi. If I show you here, me and Johnny were talking, so he's got like this, these are different builds he's got. I'll just scroll through here. Actually no, I won't scroll through here. You can go watch his video, because he has a video on it too. I don't want to take eyes off him, so his link will be in the description. In terms of the skills I would put on this Messi, he's got great skills. The first one he needs is soul control. His knock-on finesses are some of the best in the game. Please put soul control on him for the knock-on finesse. And second, most importantly, that 100% needs it, is acrobatic finishing. Messi's a dribbler, so when you dribble with Messi, you're likely to be off balance. Now, Messi has good balance, but you know, your opponent knows that. He's going to be really worried about you dribbling with this guy. So if you are slightly off balance after a dribble, you'll need that acrobatic finishing to help him. I'm actually surprised he doesn't have it. I thought Messi would have acrobatic finishing. Then another skill he definitely needs is long range shooting. So usually with the skill recommendations, it's not like you majorly need them for any player. Like you can kind of mess around with them a bit, but I think those three are 100% needed for this Messi. He won't play consistently without those skills. And then if we look at this Messi, so it's basically the same card, so we're kind of looking to this card for inspiration. You can see I have outside curler on him. I wouldn't recommend outside curler. I don't really think outside curler is too really good in eFootball. I think Mpez is a lot stronger. The reason I have it on this Messi though is just because he has 96 curl with the good finishing stats, whereas the new Messi, regardless of the builds you're using, you're not gonna get that curl extremely high. I mean, actually, let me clarify that. Like this Messi, you can get his curl really high. If you put 8 points in, his curl is gonna be really high. If you go for a build where you put a good bit of finishing in, and check out Johnny's video, he goes more in depth with the different builds with this Messi. If you go for a build like with this kind of level of shooting and the curl that high, yeah, outside curl would be very good in them. Like I said, I don't usually recommend outside curler, but I do like it on my World Cup Messi. But if you're going for the more well-rounded builds with the lower finishing, I think outside curler isn't a necessity. But look, even this build here, you can get decent stats. This card looks really good, by the way. I actually think I definitely think this is worth spinning for. If you don't have any of the big time Messis, and if you have the Ambassador Pack Messi, I still think it's worth going for. If you have like the 2015 Messi, I think just stick with it. Just save your money, because there'll be more, you know, cards coming out in the future. Just stick with your 2015 Messi. 2009 Messi, while the 2009 Messi is very good, it's a different type of player, so you might want this Messi just to have a bit of more variety in your team, especially if you picked up like say a Roman flank Salah a couple of weeks ago. You know, that's the same playstyle as that 2009 Messi. Maybe you need a different player in your team. Maybe it's worth the case. But if you have the 2015 Messi or the World Cup Messi, I wouldn't upgrade, because it arguably is an upgrade, but I just don't think it's the smartest use of your coins. I'm not really considering the other players in the pack or the managers. I did a dedicated video for the managers if you want to check that out. And then in the coming days, I'll be doing more reviews on players like the free Mbappe, even the free Messi we're getting, Bellingham, Pedri, phenomenal pass Bernardo Silva. I have a few different players to try out. So yeah, check out Gianni's channel. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subs. He's almost there. And then he also has a video on this if you want a second opinion. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.